increasingly we're becoming a majority-minority country, which means that the larger percentage of our population is really coming from minority communities, whether that's African-American folks, the Hispanic community, or in the case of Emerge and our primary constituency, American Muslims. I think that with that comes a tremendous amount of responsibility for our community to step up into increasing leadership roles, whether those leadership roles be in civic society, whether those roles be in elected roles.
You know, when Emerge was founded, there were a lot of questions that the community had. And we answered those questions and we created a formula to bring the solutions to the community. Emerging data, emerging voters, and emerging leaders. First and foremost, we're the only organization working within the Muslim American community that has the defined data on who the Muslim American voters are in the state of Florida.
We poll the community, we make sure that we know exactly what the community's needs are, and even from time to time, the news media will reach out to us to learn more about what the Masa community thinks.
There's over 150,000 Muslim American voters throughout the state, and Emerge USA is representing them in Tallahassee, at county commission meetings, in school boards. We're working to speak on behalf of that community.
You know, we started out 6 years ago with a 45% voter turnout rate, and by 2012, we have 95% voter turnout. And so when you tell that to an elected official, you know, the double take, come again, what was that? 95%?
Money is absolutely important in an electoral process, but the vote is something that can never be bought. You can never buy voter turnout. You can only tap into it. You can only develop it, create it, nourish it, and that's what Emerge USA does.
You're seeing that our representation is beginning to understand the power of the Muslim vote and the significance it holds. So you're seeing a great deal of cooperation between our elected representatives and the community, and I think it's really quite a beautiful thing.
Coincidentally, the Muslim American community is located in all the major swing states. The Muslim American community is growing and strong in the state of Florida, in the state of Michigan, in Ohio, in Pennsylvania. And we really think that, you know, activating this minority community of voters in these significant key swing states has the potential of impacting policy, has the potential of impacting presidential elections, has the potential of impacting gubernatorial elections. Finally, we develop everything that we're doing and we top it off with our Emerging Leaders program. Our community needs to focus on the young leaders, the young Muslim Americans growing up in America that are second-generation Americans. They will define where our community is in 50 years. And they will define our community for us, and we need to provide them with the channels and the networks and the mechanisms to achieve their dreams. So the Emerging Leaders program works on engaging young leaders from around the state, bringing them together, creating a young professionals network, introducing them to each other and to mentors that will really aid them in where they want to go in life, and institutionalizing their future on behalf of our community so that not only they succeed, but our community succeeds.
2013, we launched a brand new program. It's called Florida District Day. And, you know, our legislators are in Tallahassee only 90 days of the year. That leaves 275 days where they're here in our communities at their district offices where we're able to engage them, but we haven't thus far. And that's why last year was the first year we met with dozens of legislators from across Florida, one-on-one with members from our community, talking about the issues that matter most to that specific community.
And we believe that if you can get a community to be involved in a grassroots way, in an organic way, then you stand a chance at real change. It can't just happen from a, you know, singular directive that's, you know, communicated nationally. It needs to be everybody locally, you know, doing their part.
It's proactively getting engaged. You're not getting engaged after there's a problem. You're not protesting or rallying or complaining because you were affected by something negatively. You're proactively engaging your community and solving issues and developing opportunities to voice your opinion so that you don't get affected negatively.
Right? And there's nothing that could be more powerful for our community than to act in a democratic process. And that is Emerge USA.